Good morning and welcome to day 33 of our second annual WSOP Spaces coverage. I am Sherry Pluskota, and joining me this morning as a co-host is Dark Angel Donna, and I see Caitlin there in the audience. Welcome to you this morning as well. A little bit different format this morning for several reasons. If you can't already know by the sound that you hear, I'm sitting in a casino. It's actually the Aria, because in just a few minutes the TDA Summit is going to start. And unfortunately, I thought it started at 10 today, and it started at 9. So I thought I would try to get the business at hand out of the way so that I could walk over there and give Matt Savage a hand at the summit. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to, first of all, give many thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Results. If you need a workout plan, they can design one for you. Check their website out at elevatedresultspt.com and also their Twitter account, Elevated Results. Be reminded that our meetup game is June 30th at 4 p.m. at the Sahara. Many thanks to them for hosting us, and to our Splash the Pot sponsors, Jim from Rec Poker, South Point's Poker Room, Jason and the gang, Nat Dogs, Donna, Christy, my friend from Florida, which we'll get more details about that as soon as I get the box from the P.O. box that my friend is so graciously allowed us to use. And also a little thank you to Matt Savage, who's hoping to get to the meetup game and to bring us some WPT swag to share in our Splash the Pots. As I said, the TDA Summit is at the Poker Go Studios today. There is a live feed on a YouTube channel, which I have tweeted this morning, so you can find the link on my Twitter account. Also, I'm going to try to leave the space going for a little bit after the summit starts, so maybe you guys can hear via the space what's going on at the TDA Summit. I want to give a little shout out to a few people I've been able to hug in the past couple of days. So happy to finally meet Caitlin in person and gave her a little hug. I saw Kenna James, of course, Ash Kardash, Ebony and Maureen and KJ and Robbie and Kelly and Jamie. And it's just been a whirlwind the last 3 days between playing the 3 tournaments. And of course, that first day, I didn't get to my hotel until like 4:30 in the morning. So I feel like I'm kind of behind the 8 ball as far as rest is concerned. But we're going to make it work, right? So congrats to, and I'm going to spell her name. It's Ayaka. Her last name is Muraishi of LA, and that's not Lower Alabama, that's LA, California, who took down the ladies' event at the Aria Poker Classic for $30,000 in cash. So congrats to her. Also, a congrats to a Spacer regular now, Vegas Dave. He won the 10 p.m. $135 or landmark Sadie for $1,000. So congrats to Vegas Dave. Also, a congrats to Brian, Software Brian, our co-host. I was hoping he'd pop in this morning, but you just never know what he's up to. He had an amazing run in the Salute the Warrior event. He finished 49th for $4,502. So go, Brian, go. He is having a great summer. Also, I want to wish good luck to the ladies still in the ladies event. Today is going to be day 2. Irene Curie leads the way with her chip stack size, and so many of my friends are still in it to win it. Good luck to all of them. I can't single any of you out because I love you all. So good luck to the ladies. I want to just go ahead and recap what took place yesterday. And honestly, I'm just going to go through it quickly just because I have plans today. And, my backup is me. So here we go. Event number 62. was the deep stack. We have winners. Hector Berry took home $282,000. Luke Vassars took home $188K. And I know I said that wrong, but here we go. Event number 63 is the deuce to 7 low ball, $1,500 buy-in. Dave Funkenhauser took it down and took home $123K. Michael, I think it's Michel because he's from France. Liboren took home second place on $81,000. Event number 64 was the $600 deep stack. Christopher Mohn took home first place for $289,000, and Thomas Kaus took home $192,000. Event number 65 is the 5K seniors event, which Angela Jorgensen was leading the way into yesterday at the top of the chip stack heaps. She finished ninth for $43,000. Mark Chekowitz took home the first place prize for $573,000. Ari Kilper took home second and $382,000. Event number 66 was the 10K Pot Limit Omaha event. There are 5 left, and Josh Atkins is in the lead with $27 million in chips, and Ari, I think it's Nachi, is in second place with $9.5 million in chips. Event number 67 is the $500 Salute to Warriors tournament. There are 17 left, and of course, we're all heartbroken. Brian's not one of them. Paul Surratt has $27 million in chips, and Tolga, I think I'm just going to spell GESLI, has $24 million in chips. So those are your chip leaders. Event number 68 is the $2,500 no limit. There are 23 people left. Nacho Barbario has $9 million in chips, and he is our chip leader. John Reeder has $7.2 million in chips. He's in second place as far as chip stacks are concerned. Event.
Is that Nacho?
I can't hear you, Donna. So I'm sorry. I know you're saying something, but I can't hear you with the noise in here.
No worries, my darling.
Event number 69 is the $1,500 7-card stud high-low 8 or better. There are 17 left. Christian Roberts is in first place as far as chip stacks are concerned. He has $2.3 million. John Turner has $1.7 million and is in second place. Event number 70 is a Day 1A Colossus event. There were 4,643 runners yesterday. Do Hong Na is in first place from that flight with $1.6 million. And just a few chips behind him is Dustin Duncic, who has, I'm just going to say, $1.6 million as well in chips. They're very close as far as chip stacks are concerned. Event number 71 was the ladies event. There's $1.1 million in the prize pool. There were 1,245 runners. There are 309 remaining going into today. And again, Irene Curie is leading the way with $413K in her chip stack. Anastasia Knapp has $360K. Min Cash is going to be at the 187th place, and that lady will get $2,006. First place will get $171K. Second place will get $114K. And that is the ladies' event. Event number 72 is a 10K no limit deuce to 7 low ball draw. There is $1.1 million in the prize pool, 129 runners. There are 47 remaining going into today. And our chip leader is Kahara, and he has $379K in chips. And Matt Glantz is in second place with $360K in chips. Now, I'm going to try to have a conversation or try to talk about a couple of things and give some updates. I ran into Maria Konnikova yesterday and spoke to her about her and Maria. Oh, great. There's this noisy cart going by. Awesome. Oh, I love this so much. I spoke to her about her and Maria Ho being singled out by a security guard and not allowed to go into the players only section of the WSOP, or in other words, go back to their table because this asshole didn't think they were players. So, anyway, I'm happy to report that that security guard has been fired. So, yeah,
Yes.
so I'm happy to report that because even when he realized the error of his ways, he never apologized or tried to even come to grips with how wrong he was. So, anyway, that's an update on that. Moving on to an event I had the pleasure of attending yesterday. The Poker Stars Corporation held an event at the dinner break of the ladies' event, and it was awesome. The purpose of that event was sort of like a ladies' summit, but it also was to celebrate KJ being appointed her new position with Poker Stars. And she gave a very nice little speech of motivation and concern, as well as asking us to get in touch with her about our concerns and the plight of women in poker if we have suggestions or whatever. But Poker Stars did a great job of hosting us. They had a wonderful spread for us during that dinner break. So those that were still in it to win it could have something to eat before they went back to the table. And it wasn't a hassle to get that meal. So, kudos to Poker Stars for giving us a great reception. Got to meet some new women, got to see some old faces. And, excuse me, I gave KJ a hug for you, Donna.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to tell you, if I hold the phone to my ear, I can hear you, but it's hard to do that because I'm reading. So, the other thing I want to mention about that Poker Stars reception is there was a little bit of hot news released at that reception, and I'm going to follow it up here and let you all know that KJ manages is one of the managers at the Hippodrome in London. For those of you that don't know, and she announced yesterday that there's going to be a ladies tournament and like a ladies, I don't know if it's a weekend because I didn't actually look at the dates on a calendar. I'm assuming it's a weekend, but it is November 21st through November 24th. They're going to do a ladies tournament, and it's going to bust all guarantees of its kind. She has guaranteed $100,000 prize pool, or $100,000 guarantee for that tournament, which turns out to be 150 because that's euros. It turns out to be $115,000 US in guarantee, which is going to be the largest guarantee for a ladies' event ever. So that's very exciting. And I don't know, I might have to start a GoFundMe account so I can afford an airline ticket and the hotel for London in November. But anyway, that's amazing news for the women in Europe and any of us that can get over there that don't live in Europe. So great stuff coming out of KJ and the Hippodrome in London. Also wanted to give a little update about the national anthem that we spoke about yesterday. And I asked the question, like, what do you think? Should we stand? Should we stand? Like, I'm just trying to see where people are, what the thought process is. And quite honestly, yesterday, when at the start of the ladies' event, Jack got up there and was doing some introductions as well as actually, it was after the ladies' event started. He got on the microphone and he introduced Samotino, who had won a bracelet and, was going to present him with this bracelet, and said something like, for those of you that are not playing, please join us in the anthem of Italy, his home country or whatever, something to that effect. And I was like, wow. So the rest of us are supposed to play through someone's anthem. I'll never be on board with that. I wasn't in the hand at the time. Had I been, I would have stopped to play when it came to my turn, and I would have paid respect to that anthem. I sat quietly and paid respect to that anthem. the next person that got their bracelet was an American, and I happened to be in the hand when that took place. And as soon as our anthem started, I stood up. And guess what? So did everyone else at our table but one person, which I don't care if they do or don't. I'm just caring about what I'm doing. And I would say probably 60 to 75% of the room stood up for our anthem, which of course warmed the heart and also, I hope, sent a message to the powers that be that we should be respecting our anthems, one and all. So that's where I'm at with that. And guess what? Here's my suggestion to handle that entire situation. When the person wins their bracelet, you know they're sitting in the Thunderdome or the live feed table, which is a beautiful setting, and you're taking pictures of them with the bracelet, blah, blah, blah. Why not be playing their national anthem at that moment in time? As soon as that person wins, their national anthem can go live, and while they're taking pictures and whatever, their national anthem can be playing. What a tribute to that player. What a tribute to that anthem. Their rails can stand there in solidarity, celebrating their flag and celebrating their winner. So that's my take on what we should do about the national anthem at the WSOP. I definitely don't think what Jack did yesterday is something that I'd like to see continued. If you're playing, in other words, if you're playing, keep playing. If you're not playing, join us in respecting someone's anthem. I will never go along with that as long as I live. So that's where I'm at with all of that. I think that's all of the notes I have that I wanted to cover very quickly today because, of course, I'm going to the TDA Summit and, I'm dependent on myself to get things done. So I see Brian has joined us. I'm going to give you a few minutes, Brian, and then we are out of here to the summit, bud. Good morning. Donna, you want to add anything quickly?
No, just good luck with the summit, my darling. I know it's been a quick one this morning, but just crack on with what you've got to do. I'm here for you. You've got my number. You know where I
I
am. Do
appreciate
whatever.
that, love. And, I can't wait for you to tell me how the live feed was. Not only our live feed of the space, but when you switch over to that YouTube channel, um, you know, take notes because I'm curious about how that's going to work. Poker Go always does such a great
Okay.
job with what they're doing, and they're so impressive. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Hey, Brian, glad you joined us this morning. Click that microphone.
This stupid thing. I clicked it and then it didn't click, and then I'm
I know.
talking for 5 minutes.
Do that too. It's so frustrating because you're like, wait a minute, they can't hear me. I've been talking for 5 minutes. What the
Yeah,
hell?
it's been crazy, Sherry.
Well, congratulations on your 49th place finish yesterday. We talked about it a few moments ago, but we are so happy for you, Brian. You're doing such a great job at the WSOP. Kudos, bud.
Yeah, it's been a good year and really happy to you know, really happy, yeah. So I don't know, but I finally recorded the end of the vlog for the Warriors, and just a few seconds ago I was trying to fit that all in and get it done so that I have it. But yeah, the it's kind of crazy. The guy, like, he says, how many active duty military do you think are still in this tournament at this point? We're like, I don't know, not many. And he turns out he's like, yeah, I'm in the military or whatever. And so, like, there's a lot of jobs in the military, Sherry.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this guy, I said, well, have you been to some of the? He's like, well, yeah, I've been everywhere. He's like, but I kind of have an interesting job. So I'm thinking this guy's gonna tell like some wussy job, like, I don't know what a wussy job is in the military.
Right.
And he goes, I'm a medic. I go out and pick you up off the
Oh,
battlefield when
shit.
your arms and
Oh,
limbs are
dang.
blown off. And I'm
Oh,
just
God
like,
bless him. He brings our soldiers home to us.
yeah. So I'm recording the end of the vlog and I'm all crying in a big old mess. And I'm like, do I delete this or
Oh,
not?
no, you don't delete that.
So,
No, you don't
Oh, that's
dare
a
delete
special
it.
moment.
but yeah, hats off to
Well,
that guy.
absolutely. Well, let me ask you this. Did I read it correctly that you and Isaac are going to be tag team partners?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I
Maybe he thought that.
misconstrued
I
that.
don't know. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
darn.
Like,
I was so happy. I was like, oh, they're going to team up. Oh, hell.
I don't know. I was just thinking about what I need to do too. My plan is that my daughter is going to be my tag team partner. But
Oh, I
but
love that.
here's where that runs awry. If I
When she
play the
sits down to play.
Colossus, if I play the Colossus, and
Right.
yeah, she can't really play.
I know. I know. I'm joking. I know.
So
I'm with you. I'm with you. So
if
how
I
long you
play
can
the
leave? How long can you leave her at the table?
if I play the Colossus and I make day 2,
Yeah.
that's where that problem goes
Yeah.
awry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
listen, this is Pops's bracelet, like the PPC
I
Divana
know.
Negrande, the tag team event. That's the one
I
we want to
know.
win.
I know.
So
I
so
know.
I don't know. I don't know, but can I skip the tag? Can I really skip Colossus? I
I
don't
don't.
think so.
I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
considering it myself. So I don't know. I don't know. It's so tempting. A 40K starting stack, $400 buy-in, millions of dollars at the top. It's hard to pass that opportunity up for 400 damn dollars.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I'm just running so good, so it's like
Absolutely. You got to ride
just
that wave.
yeah. So anyway, but
What are you gonna? So you're gonna do the Colossus today?
I am. That's what I'm debating. I might come
Okay.
see you guys over there at TDA. I might head over there. We'll see, but I don't know.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
like I'm like 80% headed your way.
All right.
But my
Well, I'm
brother
just
did
going to say
call
if
and
I had the
say,
choice, I would be at the Colossus and come to the TDA in the morning tomorrow.
yeah, well, yeah, make it today too, and then play yeah, that
Exactly.
would be a good idea too. So,
And it gives you leeway if you wanted to try it again tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't know. That's how I look at it. So,
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we made it to the end of another one. We
awesome.
need to make it a little farther, but we'll see.
I
Hopefully,
love it. Love
hopefully
it.
we're gonna get one of these, Sherry. We're
Hell
gonna win
yes,
one of
you were.
these.
I was close. I was at number 2. I was close.
Yep.
I was close, but it wasn't my time yet.
Yep.
Wasn't my time yet. Well, listen, you guys, I'm sorry, Fats. I'm not going to bring anybody up because I'm going to start walking over to the TDA summit and I'm going to just let it kind of broadcast from the summit so you guys can kind of hear what it is. And of course, I won't be able to hear if anybody's trying to talk to me. So that's kind of where I'm at with this morning. And I know, Brian, you need to get out the door.
Yep, I'm gonna bail out. Have a good day, you guys.
All right, Brian. Hey, I'll see you today
Take
or
care,
good luck,
Brian.
bud.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Brian. All right, you guys. I'm gonna tell you what, Donna. I'm gonna let you bring up whomever. I see John Cernuto. John, why don't you come up and say hello? And don't forget, when you're submitting your nominees for the Hall of Fame, John Cernuto should be one of them because you can submit more than one, but John should be one of them, as you guys know.
I already have.
Good morning, John. I'm going to shut my mic off because I'm walking over to the Poker Go studio for the TDA Summit. So go ahead, you guys.
Hi, John. How are you? Bottom left-hand corner.
I just turned on my mic. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you nice and clear.
Okay.
How
How
are
are
you?
y'all doing today?
Good, thank you. You okay?
Yeah, I've been sick at home for 12 days now, so I've missed the second half of the World Series. But I'm feeling better. I think I might be able to get back there by Monday.
Well, I'm sorry that you've been ill, but I'm glad you're on the mend, and I wish you luck in when you do come back.
Well, thank you very much. I had a nice little streak in the first half, and the sickness interrupted it. So hopefully I'll be able to continue. But there aren't that many events left for me to play because I'm kind of a mixed game specialist. So there's not that much going on. Maybe a horse I'll be able to play. That's about it. But it'll be fun when it comes around.
I'm sure it will. So what's been your favourite game then this WSOP before you got sick?
Well, any combination with Omaha Ada better and seems to have worked pretty well. Uh, the last four WSOPs, 4 years in a row, I've cashed every time in Omaha Ada better and the Raz. So Raz isn't my favorite game, but I seem to have very good results in it. So those two games and horse type games are probably my best venue. Sometimes I get involved in like 8 game mixes, 10 game mixes, and I do fairly well in those two. But the horse games are probably my best games.
Yeah, I have not a clue about mixed games whatsoever. I'm just no limit, and I dabble a little bit in PLO, high low, but that's online because it tells you your hands whether you've got a high hand or a low hand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I use the cheating thing.
Well, PLO 8 and Big O, they're all variations of the game. They all have their own little idiosyncrasies. They're all not the same. But, basically, the basic rules are the same. But when you're facing large bets, especially on the flop, you have to make the decision whether to continue with the hand. You should be at least aligned up to win half the pot on the next card. If you need 2 cards, it's probably a good time to fold your hand. Those run and runners are difficult. They don't come that often.
Of course. So what are you going to be doing for the rest of your day then? Are you going to be chilling
Yeah,
or
I'm going to try to
getting up?
remain at home and stay just to be sure I'm, not too sick. The aspect of playing 3 days in a row is what has kept me away from the World Series. So I'm looking at some 1 day events. There's one at the Venetian called Big O on Sunday. Then there's one at the Golden Nugget called OE. It's a mixed game. That's on Monday. And then there's another good one on Tuesday. I think it's at the series. I can't remember what game it was, but those 3 are in my sights. And then after I'm done with that, I have some more medical issues to deal with. So uh, pretty much between medical issues and my illness at home, which is COVID-like type thing, very mild, but it's keeping me home with fatigue, that I'm very limited in what I'm going to do the rest of the summer.
Go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, we're just about to get started, so whenever I turn my mic on, I'm sorry I'm interrupting anybody, but that's just the way that's going to play out this morning.
Okay.
Well, I hope that you do extremely well and you win bracelets in those events or you run deep.
Yeah, that's always the plan. So let's keep your fingers crossed and hope that's what happens. Thank you.
Of course. And for those that are listening, please remember, vote for John Cernuto in the Hall of Fame. I already have. So let's get his name trending and let's push his name forward. Definitely a worthy person to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's quite all right, not a problem whatsoever. So what's the weather like where you are at the moment? Is it
Time
really
out, time
hot?
out.
Okay.
I'm going to start off by introducing the board. Walking next to me, this is Hall of Famer, Linda Johnson, the first lady of poker. In 2001, when I couldn't get the TA started with, and I got to talk to people about it. Linda's the one that gave me the venue. She had the World Poker History Conference at that time, so it gave me the venue and the place where we could actually get the TA started. Started off that first year with 25 players from around the United States, and we had I think one international tournament director there at that time. So it's great to see so many people coming from all over the world to be here today. Jan Fisher, right over here. Dave Lamb was not here before that, emeritus as well. He was one of the original four. Special thanks to Mike Bishop over here. Mike, can stand up there. And literally years ago, this TBA was, we were going to fold, so it wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for Mike. So really, I want to thank him for doing that. He handles the website, all those things. He does it all, so very happy to do it. Next in line, I have Asian Coach here, Neil Johnson. Not with us today, but working very hard down the street. I bet with a couple hours of your day. Vice President of the Big Festival on North, Jack Apple. Also, the poker tour down here for the aisle there is Lloyd Pinkus. A respected player and a tournament director. We have Kenny Hollers here as well. And their live events about 12 poker stars. From the Brazilian Series of Poker and Latin America, we have Devin Campos. And our Tournament Director of the Year, now here, two-time Tournament Director of the Year. He works at Aria and with Poker Go, Mr. Paul Campbell. And our newest board member, we're very happy to have him here with Poker Stars, the Tournament Director for Poker Stars, Mr. Toby Stone. Toby is also the Tournament Director of the Year, so we're excited to have him here as well. All right, we're going to start off with slides, and one of the topics I want to focus on.
Podcast. Sorry.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes, I can hear it.
And as you can see in the slides that are coming, there's recognition problems in the industry. So I really want everybody to be focused on being on the game and maybe even stepping it up a little bit on the enforcement thing, because as we see coming up, there's some things in this slide that will figure out.
Okay, you guys go back to chatting. Thank you.
Hi, Donna.
Right, I need to drop Sherry, so I apologise, my darling. Caitlin's phoning me in the next 5 minutes.
I think I got another
one. So John, thank you so much for joining us. As I say, get well soon, my darling. Very best of luck when you get to Vegas, and I will be supporting you and reeling you from over here in the UK.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And actually, I live in Vegas, so that's not going to be a problem.
Well, even better
Yes,
then.
yes.
Well, good luck when you get there.
Right. Thank you very much. So it looks like Peaches is over at Poker Go Studios trying to listen to the TDA rules. Is that what it was? Sounded like it.
Yes, she's helping Matt out at the moment. She's helping Matt Savage out. He asked her to help out with some things, so she's over there right now.
If I'd known, I'd have gone over there and said hello.
Well, on Sunday we have we have got the meetup game at the Sahara at 4 p.m.
Uh-huh.
It's a 1-3 no limit hold'em game, but afterwards at 8 o'clock there's the pineapple game for $60. So like, if you can get over there, you'll be able to see her over there.
Well, I'll try. I'll be at the Venetian trying to get a bounty in the Big O. The last time I played at the Venetian Bounty Big O tournament, I spent 15 levels and got no bounties. And
Oh
to me,
no.
that's a mystery. There's a little play on words between mystery bounty and what happened to me. I thought it was a mystery that I couldn't get a bounty.
I love
Mm.
that. I
Yeah,
love it.
thank you, thank you. But I'm going to be trying to play the Venetian. It'll be my first tournament in 13 or 14 days. So I'm chomping at the bits to get out of here. That's for sure.
I'm sure you are. Being stuck in a house 12 days isn't much
Yeah.
fun, especially when there's poker to be
Yeah. My
played.
poker addiction is nagging at me. He said, get out of here. Go out and play. Make some money. Have some fun. Instead, I sit here and look at my television 24/7.
Oh, bless you. Oh, don't worry about it. Your addiction will soon be scratched
Yes,
again. That itch will soon be scratched again, I'm
yes,
sure.
yes. So are you from actually in England right now or Great Britain?
I am in England
Oh,
right now, yes.
I had a female, you probably know her, Jenny, I think it was Jenny Kay. Do you know Jenny Kay?
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah. JK,
she's one
yeah.
of the old guards that I would call. She was around. Haven't seen her lately, and if you do run into her, give her my best wishes, please.
I will do for definite,
Thank you,
yes, of
thank you, thank
course.
you.
Right, well, I need to dip now because my daughter's going to be phoning me.
Okay,
She's just had
all right. Well,
a
Okay, you
monster
you have
guys.
shift
Hey, you
at
guys,
work.
I'm going to go ahead and end this space because we're getting into some of the rules and stuff. And this is going to be hard to have my space going. So I appreciate all of you tuning in today. Those that are tuning in on replay, I appreciate y'all too. Donna, thanks. And Brian, thanks to you too. But John, I'll talk to you soon. Love to you all.
bye bye.
Love you, Sharon.